There's a certain satisfaction that comes from building something with your own two hands. It's a feeling that transcends time, connecting us to our ancestors who relied on their craftsmanship for survival and daily life. When you create something from raw materials, you're not just making an object, you're crafting a piece of yourself, embedding your effort, skill, and passion into every cut and joint. This process is both therapeutic and rewarding. The texture of the wood, the smell of sawdust, and the sound of tools working in harmony all contribute to a deeply fulfilling experience. Each piece of wood has its own story, its own unique grain and character, waiting to be shaped into something new and beautiful. The journey from raw material to finished product is truly magical. Today, we're going to embark on a simple woodworking journey together, crafting a beautiful and functional wooden tray. This project will not only provide you with a useful item, but also teach you the foundational skills of woodworking. It's a perfect blend of creativity and practicality. This project is perfect for beginners. It's designed to be straightforward, yet rewarding, giving you a taste of what woodworking has to offer. You don't need any prior experience, just a willingness to learn and a bit of patience. The joy of creating something with your own hands is unparalleled. We'll be using basic tools and techniques, focusing on clear instructions and essential skills. From selecting the right type of wood to understanding the importance of grain direction, each step will be explained in detail. This ensures you gain a comprehensive understanding of the process. Don't worry if you're new to woodworking, I'll guide you every step of the way. Think of this as a personal workshop where you can ask questions, make mistakes, and grow your skills. It's a safe space for learning and creativity. By the end of this project, you'll not only have a brand new tray, but you'll also have the confidence to tackle more woodworking projects in the future. Your newfound skills will open up a world of possibilities, so let's gather our tools and materials and get started on this rewarding journey. Together we'll transform simple pieces of wood into a beautiful, functional tray, and in the process you'll discover the joy and satisfaction that comes from building with your hands. Let's dive into this creative adventure. Before we begin, let's gather the necessary tools and materials. Having the right tools and materials is crucial for any woodworking project. It ensures that you can work efficiently and safely, minimizing the risk of mistakes. Don't worry, we won't need anything too fancy. Even if you're a beginner, these basic tools will be more than enough to get you started on your woodworking journey. We're keeping it simple and straightforward. This way, you can focus on learning the techniques without getting overwhelmed by complicated equipment or unnecessary tools. For this project, you'll need a few essential items that are easy to find and use. First, a piece of wood. Pine or cedar work well because they are easy to work with and readily available at most hardware stores. You'll also need wood glue, wood screws, and sandpaper in various grits. These will help you assemble and finish your project smoothly and professionally. To give your project a professional look, consider using a wood finish. Options include oil, varnish, or paint, depending on the final appearance you desire. A saw is essential for cutting your wood to the desired size. You can use a hand saw or a circular saw, whichever you are more comfortable with and have access to. Accurate measurements are key in woodworking, so a measuring tape and a pencil are must-haves for marking your cuts precisely. A drill will be needed for making holes and driving screws. Clamps will help hold your pieces together while you work, and safety glasses are crucial to protect your eyes from debris. Once you have everything you need, we can move on to the next step: safety. Ensuring you have the right tools and materials is the first step towards a successful and enjoyable woodworking project. Woodworking is a rewarding hobby, but it's crucial to prioritize safety. Always wear safety glasses to protect your eyes. Be extra cautious with power tools. Keep fingers safe from blades. Unplug tools when not in use. A safe workshop is a happy workshop. The beauty of woodworking is that you can customize your projects to your liking. For this tray, we'll aim for a simple rectangular design with raised edges. Mark the dimensions of your tray directly onto the wood. Start with 12 inches by 16 inches for the base with 2-inch wide edges all around. Section 5, measure twice, cut once, shaping the wood. Now it's time to cut the wood according to the dimensions we marked out. If you're using a handsaw, take your time and make sure your cuts are straight. If you're using a circular saw, double-check your measurements and use a clamp to secure the wood in place. Always keep your fingers clear of the blade. Once you've cut all the pieces, lay them out to ensure they fit together perfectly. Section 6. Joining the pieces, creating a solid structure. To create a sturdy tray, we'll be using simple butt joints. Apply wood glue to the edges of the base piece where the sides will attach. Then, carefully align the side pieces with the base, pressing them firmly to ensure good adhesion. Use clamps to hold the pieces together while the glue dries. Section 7. Glue and clamp, securing the tray's form. Clamps act as extra pairs of hands, applying even pressure to the joints. Make sure the clamps are evenly spaced and tightened enough to hold the pieces firmly in place. Allow the glue to dry completely before moving on to the next step. Section 8. Reinforcements, adding screws for extra strength. Once the glue is dry, we'll add screws for extra strength and stability. Using a drill and wood screws, carefully drill pilot holes through the sides of the tray and into the base. Be sure to space the screws evenly and avoid drilling too close to the edges of the wood. This will prevent the wood from splitting. With the screws in place, our tray is almost complete. Section 9. Smoothing the surface, the art of sanding. Sanding is a crucial step in woodworking. It removes imperfections and prepares the wood for finishing. Start with a coarser grit sandpaper, then move to finer grits for a professional finish. Section 10. Finishing touches. Enhancing the wood's beauty. Now comes the fun part, choosing a finish for your tray. You can opt for a natural oil finish, a protective varnish, or a splash of color with paint. Once the finish is dry, your tray is ready to use. Section 11. The fruits of your labor. Admiring your handcrafted tray. Step back and admire your handiwork. You've transformed raw materials into a beautiful piece. The satisfaction of creating something with your own hands is unparalleled. Section 12. Keep on building resources for woodworking enthusiasts. This project is just the beginning of your woodworking journey. There are countless resources available to help you expand your skills. Keep building, keep learning, and keep enjoying the process. Section 13. Conclusion. The joy of creating with wood. Woodworking is more than just a hobby, it's a way of life. It's a journey that begins with a simple piece of wood and transforms into something beautiful and functional. Each cut, each sand, and each polish is a step towards creating something truly unique. It's about connecting with a timeless craft, appreciating the beauty of natural materials, and experiencing the satisfaction of creating something with your own two hands. So go forth and build. Start with simple projects like this tray, and gradually challenge yourself with more complex designs. The possibilities are truly endless. Remember, the most important tool in your workshop is your imagination. Let it guide you, and you'll be amazed at what you can create. The joy of woodworking lies not just in the finished product, but in the journey of creation. Happy woodworking to all.